Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay. So, can you talk to us about it? I can't wait till you get to the leaderboard.
Yeah, absolutely. So in an industry that averages about 6.5 miles a gallon, we consistently average as a fleet 9.5. It is not luck that creates that. It is driver behavioral patterns, it's equipment, it's making sure the trucks are clean for better aerodynamics and weight, and a combination of about 20 or 30 other things technically. But driver behavior is the number one thing that gets us really great fuel economy. So, with that being said, we want to reward drivers. Like we pointed out on Division 330, we had a productivity bonus. One of the things we do here is we reward somebody that has the best MPGs. So, if you have the best MPG for the quarters, you end up getting a brand new car. We do a driver appreciation event one day every single quarter. Unlike other carriers that celebrate it once a year, we try to divide it out so we get a chance to see everybody at our locations. And the person that has the best MPG generally is going to get a brand new Nissan. We have had teams where we end up having to split money because you can't cut a car in half without the resale value going down dramatically. With that said, it's a nice thank you for leading us in MPG. The last three quarters, the folks have been averaging about 12.4 to 12.5 miles a gallon. Trust me, I can tell you, talking to my peers at other companies, there's companies that believe we lie about this, that this has to be a giant conspiracy, but I can guarantee you the evidence is clear. And ultimately, it saves us money so that we're able to contribute more towards driver pay instead of wasting money on additional fuel going down the road. Additionally, the person that wins it for the year gets a $25,000 bonus. So, as an example, our best driver when it comes to fuel economy over the course of his career would probably be arguably a guy named Roberto Sandoval. Roberto's been with us about 20 years, but he's won that award 5 different times over a 9-year period. That's $125,000 extra in his pocket without running a single extra load. It's definitely doable. We track the information with you on the in-cab communication system, along within many break rooms that we have. You'll be able to physically see where you are stacked versus your peers. If you're in the middle of the pack, start anew the next quarter so you can go right after again. We have a department called Driver Services, and Driver Services is where you go if you need to refresh on something, if you want to learn more information about something, if you want to advance your career and look at career development opportunities. And one of the other things that they do is they will work with you to put you in the best position to get the best MPG bonus possible. It looks at everything from truck speed, hard brakes, pre-planning, the data that the truck's giving us as far as driving habits, running lanes, and a whole other litany of information. So we work with you hand in hand. We want you to win the car. We want your fleet manager literally takes pride in bragging rights that one of the drivers under his board was able to get the car. So you have a whole team behind you, behind the wheel with you, not just yourself. So again, a brand new car for whoever has the best MPG in the quarter, or $25,000 for the person with the best MPG for the year. It's a unique way to reward those that end up rewarding us with the best fuel economy in the industry.
And did you talk about the leaderboard when they come in?
I did. I absolutely did.
I didn't hear it.
That leaderboard is tracked in the break room and then your in-cab communications. I don't mind mentioning it again because it's important. You get to see exactly about a week into the quarter, you'll start seeing where you are versus your peers.
I guess because normally when I talk about it, I look and I'm real kind of extra with it and look at the wall and everything. You didn't look at the wall.
We have drivers that are competitive with it. They know where they are versus their peers. I can tell you, though, that they come from all walks of life that win it. We've had people that have won it that have been with us 20, 30 years. We've had people that have won it that have been with us in the industry for 9 months. It's not particular to one division. There are some divisions that will have you go out west where you get to ride the Santa Ana winds coming back into Texas, but they've come from almost every division that we have. It really comes down to behavioral patterns with the driver more than anything else. And then there's about 20 other things that we do to get maximum fuel economy.
Perfect. Yeah. So next time we need you to be dramatic and look at the wall for the leaderboard.
I'll create a leaderboard on an Excel spreadsheet right behind me on the wall here, even if I have to handwrite it.
Okay, there we go. Then I'll realize it. But guys, so what I'm gonna need you all to do is we have our Faces of the Road calendar here. So you can pick, let me see. There you go. Pick this up. Go straight to the website at rigonwheels.com. It's a tab called Road Store, and you have the Face of the Road 2024 calendar. And so for March, which is the Women's History Month, you'll be able to have it there. We just passed on Friday is the International Women's Day, and then on Sunday was the beginning of Ramadan for Sunday. So you'll be able to keep up with all of your important dates as well as your trucking important dates. And as you know, in April, not in April, in May is the International Truck Week. And me and Pearson are definitely going to talk about that, about the Road Truck Week in April, and it's April 14th through the 16th. So they're going to be talking about concentrating on brakes in the truck, as well as your drug and alcohol with the clearinghouse. So, as a carrier, what did you want to talk about when it comes to that?
One of the things to be cognizant of here is not everything talks to each other when it comes to reporting and agencies at the federal level. So as an example, you could be on the drug and alcohol clearinghouse because you failed a drug test at XYZ Trucking at their orientation, as an example. Your CDL is still active. Your CDL is still up and running. It's what we talked about earlier in this episode when we said it's not just protecting your CDL, it's protecting your entire body of work. So as an example, if you go to a weigh scale one day, it's how a lot of folks will get onto the drug and alcohol clearinghouse, show up at a weigh scale one day, and when they run the information on the driver goes, no, I have my CDL. You do have your CDL, but you are illegally on the road if you are on the drug and alcohol clearinghouse. So it's one of the things that's hitting a lot of drivers. So they'll be focused on that. Now that they've initiated 2 years ago the drug and alcohol clearinghouse, now comes the actual enforcement of it. That will take place that week as well. Again, if you're a driver, you got to protect your entire body of work. So for the drug and alcohol clearinghouse has taken out about 160,000 drivers. When you include what the spot market has done, it's taken out another 100 to 200,000 drivers. The good thing is in the second half of the year, everybody that's left is going to reap the benefits of fewer drivers on the road. The bad part is we're still going through those growing pains, and you're going to see a lot more of this to where they're now tying it into the safety blitz. So be cognizant of that on the road. If you're in a weigh station, it may take longer than usual because they're probably going to be checking everybody.
Yeah, definitely trying to keep everybody safe on the road, and then want to keep the promotion of it all going too. But it's hugely about keeping everybody safe on the road. Well, guys, we have come to the end of our story and our road here. I'm very sad about that. But of course, there will be a next Tuesday, God willing. But really, we want everybody to be safe out there. Enjoy your weather if you are in good weather area like we are right now in Texas. Thank goodness, because I am so tired of being cold. But we will be back here on Tuesday. We are here every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Anything you want to say, Pearson?
Yeah, we're coming up into the time of the year that wind's going to play a major role in what you do on the road. We talk about snow and we talk about rain, but we're in the spring times, generally, depending on the part of the country, the windiest part of the year. So if you have a light load or are running empty, be very cognizant of that. There are times where you need to humble yourself and say, it is not safe for me to go forward, and have that open discussion with your fleet manager. And if you're at a company that's conscious about safety, they'll respect your decision.
Yeah, and hopefully you are. Definitely, hopefully you are. Well, everybody, definitely stay safe out there on the road, and we'll see you Tuesday, or you'll be listening to the replay after that. But until then, be safe. Bye-bye.